the status update, and as a reminder, for some of you who may not be aware, the Board of Directors unanimously approved moving forward with a small-scale test and learn project at our September 2025 meeting. The location selected for the test is the corner of Saucedo and Baker Drives through to 130th Drive. We have provided monthly updates at our open board meetings on this initiative since that time, except for January when we did not hold a board meeting. So the purpose of our test and learn approach is to gather information, observe usage, and collect community feedback before any long-term decisions are considered. I'm getting a little bit of reverb. I can hear myself. Brandon. Okay, thank you very much. Okay. All right, current status. The board is taking a measured and deliberate approach to evaluating the proposed test to open a pathway between these two sections of our community. Because the pathway will be used by golf course, bicycles, and pedestrians, it's essential that we fully understand the safety implications before moving forward with any trial. Last month, we reported that we had engaged a qualified, independent planning and design firm to develop an initial concept for how the pathway could function. The CIC recently received their output and are currently reviewing all the details of that. As a next step, we are seeking to engage a civil engineering firm with specialized expertise in traffic planning and design to conduct an independent review of that concept. This additional review is intentional. It provides a second objective perspective focused specifically on safety, traffic interaction, and regulatory considerations. This is a responsible step to ensure that any proposed test is not only well designed, but also safe, practical, and aligned with applicable requirements. The engineering evaluation will assess key factors such as safety for golf carts, pedestrians, cyclists, potential usage impacts, overall feasibility. It will also help identify and design adjustments or safeguards needed to reduce risk and avoid unintended consequences. So engaging independent experts ensures that decisions are guided by professional analysis, not assumptions, and that any next steps are grounded in what is safest and most appropriate for our community. All right, before any test period is initiated, several steps will occur. The CIC subteam will prepare a briefing document outlining the concept and initial considerations. Once the civil engineering assessment is completed, those findings will be incorporated into those briefing materials. And the board of directors will review and provide input on the proposed approach. Then, residents will be informed and invited to provide feedback, which will be considered as part of refining our potential test guidelines. So, any test plan will require final approval by the board prior to implementation. Just from a timing perspective, the CIC subteam is currently focused on several key community initiatives, including the work required to fully complete and open the comments, which is huge. This is significant and a time-intensive effort for all of them involved. To balance our priorities and ensure each effort receives the appropriate level of attention, the board has elected to proceed with the golf cart connector path planning at a measured pace, meaning it's going to likely be several months out yet. Once the test period begins, the board anticipates a minimum 9-month evaluation period. This timeframe will allow us to gather meaningful usage data and resident feedback during the months when the majority of our residents are present. So again, the board would just like to emphasize that the approval at this stage is limited to conducting the test and learn stage only, so that real-world information and resident feedback can be gathered before any long-term decisions are considered. We'll continue to provide updates as additional information becomes available. So that's the update on that. The second item